trophies. No trophies. No trophies. No trophies. I can't feed my babies, no trophies. My babies can't eat, no trophies. I can't feed my babies, no.
YouTube. It's your boy Icewater A15 coming back at you with another video. Hey, first of all, I wanted to say thanks for all the emails and all the love and all the support y'all been showing me on YouTube, man. I really appreciate that. I've been getting a lot of emails about doing a video on brokers. And I've been getting a lot of questions, especially about my load board video. A lot of people want to know if it's better to get freight off a load board or get freight from a broker. And I guess it's kind of funny to me, but then again, it's not, because if you don't know, then you don't know. But 95% of the freight that's on a load board is from a broker. Some occasions direct shippers will post something on a load board, but that's kind of rare or whatever. That snow falling off my truck, man. It's crazy cold up here the last couple of days. So to answer that question, you know what I'm saying, is it better to get freight from a load board or a broker? If you're getting it from a load board, you're getting it from a broker. It's better to get freight from a shipper direct. That's what your ultimate goal should be if you're an owner operator. So let me talk a little bit about the brokers, which, you know, how I deal with the brokers. I'll just give you an example. If I'm on a load board, I find a load that I want to book or whatever, I'll call the number, I'll talk to the broker. I always try and just start with like, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I just try and separate myself from all the other phone calls that they probably been getting throughout the day. And I ask them, you know, are you still working on load such and such, picking up at X going to Y? And, you know, they'll sit there and they'll run through this spiel. If they still got the load, they'll be like, yeah, it picks up such and such, delivers such and such, it weighs this much, and all that good stuff about all the information I already know, because I didn't look at the load before I called them, but I let them go through with it anyway. They seem to be a lot happier when they can get that off their chest. So they'll be like, what you need on it? And then when they say that, I'll be like, well, what's your target rate? I always ask them what their target rate is. And I'll be like, maybe we could work something out. You know what I'm saying? And I always try and act like I'm a dispatcher. I don't never try and act like I'm an owner operator. I just act like I'm a dispatcher trying to find a load for a truck. So I ask him what the target rate is. He'll tell me. I'll be like, let's just say I want 700 on the load, and he come back and his target rate 500. I'd be like, well, I don't know, man. I got to call this guy and see if he'll do it for that. I'm like, you know, I can't really answer that for him. I can't really go that low, you know. And then so he might come up and be like, well, could you do 6? I'd be like, I still need to call him and see if he'll do the 6, because he told me to stay firm at 7. I try to take myself out the equation as much as possible and deflect it with the brokers, because 9 times out of 10, they lying anyway about how much money they got in the load. But usually when I call them, I already know what's the least amount I'll take for the load. If I get more, great, but I just try and stick with my bottom line. So if my bottom line was 700 on that, I'll be like, well, I'll call you back. You know what I'm saying? If you still got it, then it's meant to be. If not, then, you know, maybe we could work together in the future. And sometimes they come up to the 700, sometimes they don't. But that's how typical phone calls go. And then I'll move on to the next load. And I'll just keep doing that until I find a load that I want to take. And sometimes it's a situation where if me and the broker, if I establish a good rapport with him and I say my bottom dollar was 700, he might come up to 650. And I might be like, you know what, man, for you, I'll do it for you for 650. But I'm always going to ask them, how often do they have this lane? You know, can I be added to their email list when this lane becomes available? If it's a lane that I like running, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to stay in contact with that broker. Like once a week, I might drop them an email, like what you got in the pipeline, you know what I'm saying? Just to stay fresh on that person's mind. And that's kind of how I developed the relationship with the brokers. I don't really want to be long-winded about it. It ain't no science to it. It really comes down to a personality and separating yourself from the other 101 phone calls that they get a day. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to. And have your information and be confident about what you're saying. And a lot of times I turn loads down just because the numbers don't work. And I just be like, man, you know, maybe we'll work together in the future. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. You have a nice day. I'm always courteous and I'm always respectful. You know, that's even before they ask for my MC number. You know, if they know my voice, I want them to know, okay, this is a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? I could work with him. And always stay in communication with the broker when you on the load. Email them and let them know you made it to the pickup. Email them and let them know you made it to the delivery. All that good stuff. Just stay in communication with them and it'll work for you. Hey, this your boy Icewater 815, man. Hey, I still got that unlimited internet. Still got them unlimited movies. And oh yeah, it don't matter what kind of truck you drive as long as it'll deliver a load. But you ain't gonna make no money in trucking if you can't keep that left door closed. Hey, any questions, man, you know what I'm saying, hit me up, askice815@gmail.com. Make sure you comment down below, man, you know what I'm saying. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, share the videos, do all that. Hey, I'll catch you next video, YouTube.
No trophies. No trophies. No trophies. No trophies. I can't feed my babies, no trophies.